Okay, we're turning around here. I took a picture that way. Warmed up my hands, and tell you what, now my toes are starting to get a little chilly. I don't know, maybe I used to just be able to handle the cold a little bit better than I do now. That's the natural gas plant. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Look at that rock right there. That's something we used to love to do as kids. Go way up top of a ridge and we'd find rocks to roll, get 2 or 3 kids behind it pushing sticks, logs. We'd get them rocking, and eventually we'd get them rolling down the side of a hill. One time we found a stone wall that somebody had built at the top of a hill. Years ago, the farmers built a stone wall on the ridge of a hill. So we had a field day rolling them rocks down that hill. Busy. Okay, we're still on G20. Oh no, G30 changes to G37. That's right. I haven't ridden this in a while. Chilly. Used to the way the trails look. tried to go up that trail a couple times. It's called 80 or 83. Trail 83. Tried to go up there 2 times. Both, the first time was very difficult to turn around. Took me 15 minutes to get the bike turned around in these deep ruts. This is fun. Buggered up now. That trail 83 goes up the side of this mountain. Does some hairpin turns, but it's steep. And it is washed out. So I got stuck in a rut. Stalled the bike, and the rut was, you know, 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep. All rocks. It was hot too that day, I remember. I should have taken the other side. Clean the bike up. So I ended up having to kind of lift the front of the bike just to get it turned around. And then the second time, I saw that they had graded it. They had gone down it with the bulldozer. And they claimed that it was in much better shape. So I tried it again. And I didn't really get stuck. But I kind of lost my nerve. And I was only maybe... I'd only taken maybe three or 4 turns. I was maybe a quarter of the way up, and I lost my nerve and turned around, headed back down. And that's basically last time I tried it. A waterfall there. So there's another way to get to the top of that mountain, and I've been up there a couple times to the top of the mountain. And the reason it's interesting is because there's a huge cave up there. There's actually a couple caves. Well, one of them is really big. You can literally drive your motorcycle inside it. So it is kind of fun to go up there, but even that second trail, the second way up, is not that easy. There's a couple of sections there that are pretty scary. think I'm done with that trail, but it is interesting, that cave. If I was a bear, I'd be living up there. That took a dump this winter. You get hit by that thing. God. Past 10 and it looks like the sun is trying to come out. We're at G6 now. Head back to the truck. I have some work to do on the computer. I've got a privacy fence I want to install on one side of my deck. I got a tree taken down on the side of my house. It was a pretty good shade, you know. Gave some pretty good privacy, but the tree was in bad shape. Overhanging my deck, making a mess of the deck. So it had to go. I need 2 4x4x8 feet posts to replace the little 4-foot post that I got. And I need 2 sections of 4x8 lattice. I think there's some cap you can put on top and on the sides of the lattice. I'm going to do that. I think that stuff is the most expensive stuff. So I think all in all it's going to cost. I already have the stain and all the fasteners. So I think all in all it's probably only going to cost maybe, between 120 and 150 bucks for the materials. Finished by the end of this week, I hope. work on it yesterday because I was going to get all the materials yesterday. It was pouring rain the whole day. Here's the other way up to the top of the mountain, that trail right there. Goes up to the top where that cave is. So yesterday rained all day. I didn't feel like heading to the supply store and loading stuff up in the pouring rain. Plus I wasn't going to work on it yesterday anyway. So today I think I'm going to have some disassembly I got to do first. So hopefully I can get that done in the next 2 days. And then the motorcycle will be out of the back of the truck after I ride. Maybe Thursday I can pick up the stuff I need. Little spot up here. I think I've only been up here a couple times. God, freaking hands are cold. Thursday I can get the material Thursday morning, so I need to cut the posts, drill some holes to fasten it, and then I think I can stain them hopefully Thursday afternoon. And then Friday I think I can screw everything together. Torn up again. This section used to be really bad. It's getting bad again now. Side-by-sides end up tearing it up. And it just gets progressively worse. You know, it gets bad, and then they spin, and then they spin, and then they spin. Wow. That's kind of dangerous. Fingertips. I don't know how long it's going to take for my hands to warm up. I'm going to crank the heat when I get in the truck. made for a miserable ride. Definitely better in the summertime. I'd rather have it be 95 degrees and humid than 35 and chilly. You really can't warm up, you know. It's kind of like if you fell off right now, it would hurt 10 times more than if you were warmed up. That's why it's got to be tough to play a football game when it's that cold. It's really kind of miserable for the fans. They pretend like it's fun, but I think they're probably pretty miserable. And then the players themselves can't get warmed up. So, Tennessee Titans are building an indoor stadium. But it's not going to hold many people. I think it's going to hold maybe 75,000, something like that, 80,000. What they should do is keep both stadiums. So if it's a really, really nice day, I couldn't do that. I was going to say if it's a nice day, play it